Welcome to the Wildcat Watch. I'm Logan Bertel. Kansas Governor Sam Brownback has recently signed an executive order to end protections against discrimination based on sexual orientation and even gender identity for state employees. Wildcat Watch's Jessica Lane met with some of the students who attended the strike this past weekend in Topeka, Kansas, along with Lauren Frecking, who voted for Brownback in the fall.
I attended because it was something that I felt was important to me. It was affecting not only my friends but my family, and I believe that everyone is equal.
I wanted to see what the sort of protest rally was all about. This kind of legislation or decision would set a precedent in Kansas and sort of set a mood in Kansas that would lean toward discrimination and would sort of make discrimination okay.
Sophomore Lauren Frecking is not only a Republican who voted for Brownback, but she also interned for Congressman Kevin Yoder and had this to say on Brownback.
But personally, I don't think what he's doing right now by trying to rescind his executive order for non-workplace discrimination isn't appropriate for the state of Kansas and actually every state. I think what he's doing is wrong because everyone's human. You can't discriminate against someone in a workplace environment because of their sexuality.
Reporting for the Wildcat Watch, I'm Jessica Lane.
On Tuesday, February 17, President Lynn Murray gave her State of the University address. The event took place in Rice Auditorium and was Dr. Murray's first opportunity to give her vision on what she wants for our own Baker University.
President Lynn Murray had her State of Address February 17th in Rice Auditorium. The auditorium was occupied with students and faculty of Baker who listened to President Murray give her speech about what is to come at Baker University. Along with her vision, she also spoke about financial contracts and opportunities for savings.
Our work is not done, however. We continue to pore over every financial contract, lease, and search for opportunities for savings.
President Murray mentioned many times about her vision and hope for a brighter future at the university. She included that the 158th year anniversary is obviously an outstanding accomplishment, but emphasized what great things are to come.
Today, however, I don't want to talk about the past. I want to discuss with you what's next.
With President Lynn Murray at the helm, we look forward to a bright future at Baker University. Reporting for the Wildcat Watch, I'm Josh Chalker.
Just a few short months after the tragic passing of head cross-country and track and field coach Zach Kindler, interim head coach Tim Byers has strived to maintain Kindler's legacy as a coach and a mentor. While the times have been tough for Byers, his coaching staff, and his team, the group has come together to rise from tragedy and honor their late coach and continue their success on the track. Here's Tyler Douglas with the story.
After overcoming the tragic loss of their coach last semester, the Baker track and field athletes under interim head coach Tim Byers are well on their way this season.
They know Coach Kindler's goals and everything that he was doing, that he wanted for the year and everything, and so they're just kind of taking that upon themselves, and I'm here trying to help them reach their goals right now and everything.
With his sophomore season underway, Tyler Randall can't help but think of Coach Zach Kindler.
Most of the meets this season, there's been tributes to Coach Kindler, and you can just tell that it really takes a toll on all of the Baker athletes. It's not uncommon to see a tear shed here and there just thinking about him.
Coach Byers shares the same sentiment as that of his athletes in dealing with their loss.
It's been tough on me. I can't imagine how it is on these kids here in the program, the ones he recruited.
Randall feels that Byers has been put into a tough spot and that all eyes are on him.
As Coach Byers is taking over, everyone's looking at him and asking themselves and asking him, are you going to recreate those results that Coach Kindler was famous for creating?
But Byers has one main goal that he focuses on for the season.
Yeah, walking that office, I think of him and what can I do to help carry his legend on.
Reporting for Wildcat Watch, I'm Tyler Douglas.
Snapchat, the picture version of texting loved and used by so many, has completely advanced their app. And we take a look at the opinions of Baker University students on Wildcat Watch's coined edition of the Baker Beat.
Having access to the news while being on that app certainly makes it more versatile, allows you will spend more time on it. It's much more of a multimedia app rather than just social interaction. So I think it's interesting that they are expanding in that direction. I think it's kind of cool.
I use Snapchat to, send funny things to my friends and stuff like that. So it doesn't really affect me in any way, but I'm sure for some people it could become convenient, especially with the CNN and stuff like that, an easy way for them to get to the news.
Yeah, I'd like to see the news, and it's a nice update. basically. I think that my laptop I could search up specific things rather than just going on ESPN and all that and just seeing what they want me to see. I'd rather just search it up myself.
I have no problem with it. I mean, it's nice just to kind of be able to access it right then and there. So it certainly makes it more of an easy app to use. So I like it.
Some people believe that Snapchat is just another way to communicate with friends, but others believe that it could be revolutionizing the news outlet industry. With Wildcat Watch, I'm Logan Bertel. Baker has many hard-working faculty, a group that stood out lately without recognition, the Mail and Copy Center. They send and receive many packages each day.
This one in, how's that? Okay. You have to be able to go with the flow. We can have the phone going, ringing off the hook. We can have multiple students at the counter wanting to get packages. We may even have somebody come in saying, I've got an emergency copy job that has to be done. So we are in there trying to answer the phone, hand out packages, get signatures, run copies all at one time. You must be able to multifunction or multitask quite a bit and laugh with it. You know, everybody in here, we're all here for a reason, to serve our students. And if you make it fun in here, it's fun for the students.
So I'm at the point where you can sign for me.
No, not that. Only if it's chocolate.
Oh, there's a lot of them that know, and I have a mailing list that I kind of send out to different ones and saying there's treats here, and a lot of them come in. There's a few students that I've made cupcakes for their birthdays and gave them, and they come and then they share them with their fraternities and sororities. I love the students. I try to be able to recognize them, know their names when they come up here. Lots of them I do. Lots of them call me their second mom.
I already know you.
I'm a regular.
You're a regular.
Uh-huh.
You're just a tad below family now.
Really?
It has been a full week here on Baker's campus. Let's take it to Tyler Douglas, who has the week's sports update.
Thanks, Logan. I'm Tyler Douglas with your Wildcat Sports Update. While the weather's been cold, the Wildcats have been heating up as they've been in action all across the board. On Friday, the baseball team snapped its 8-game losing streak against Division II Rogers State by taking 2 games on Friday, with senior pitcher Seth Jones pitching a complete game, allowing just 2 hits and 1 run in the first game of the doubleheader. Justin Bai received the win in Game 2, but in Game 3 and 4, the Wildcats lost, and the team's now 3-5 as they travel to Sabetha on February 21st to take on Bellevue University. The Baker University softball team picked up their first win of the season as they upset number 21 ranked Oklahoma Baptist in Shawnee, Oklahoma to cap off a 4-game road trip. The Cats were led by 2014 Heart of America Athletic Conference Freshman of the Year Kat Cooper as she pitched a complete 7-inning shutout, allowing just 3 hits. The Cats were defeated by the University of Science and Arts, Bethany College, as well as number 6 ranked St. Gregory's. The Cats will now travel to Mansfield, Texas for the Lubbock Christian Tournament February 20th through the 21st. Both the Baker University men's and women's basketball teams were out in full force as they both routed Culver Stockton College in a home game. This past weekend, the women's squad picked up a 61-47 victory over Culver Stockton as senior guard Kirsty M scored her 1,000th point. M now has 1,004 points on her career. The Lady Wildcats improved to 16-8 overall and 9-5 in conference, while the Wildcat men's team claimed an 85-71 victory over the visiting CSC Wildcats this weekend. They were led by Manuel Barnes, who had a career-high 17 points and 3 boards, as well as Javion Gray, who had 18 points and 10 boards for a career double-double. The Cats now move to 9-15 overall and 3-11 in conference play. Both the men's and women's teams will travel and hit the road Thursday, February 19th as they head to Kansas City, Missouri to take on the Avila Eagles. The game times are scheduled for 5:30 p.m. and 7 p.m. That's all for your Baker Wildcat Sports Recap. I'm Tyler Douglas. Back to you, Logan.
Baker University's athletic organizations and students all have to share the same workout facility, making it harder to train at full potential. Wildcat Watch's Bailey Cabry looked to the athletes for their opinion on what it's like to be in the midst of the issue.
I'm in the gym a lot, so it makes it difficult, kind of figuring out what time I need to get in there to avoid traffic, kind of. All the teams using up the weight room at once kind of makes it hard for people to get in there. So having to come late at night, it's kind of tough.
I think sharing is really hard considering like the amount of times you're able to get in the gym, in the weight room. And when you are able to get in, there's usually certain teams practicing for their seasons. Like the football team, they're in there a lot, and so just so small, it's hard to like get in there and do what you need to do.
Not a lot of places to take. You know, when baseball, when it's raining out, when the field's wet, we go to the football field, and like the track's on there and the football team's on there, but they always let us, you know, do our stuff on there. So, you know, I think, you know, just the whole college, you know, just sharing, you know, everybody's trying to, you know, win a championship, so.
In addition to hearing out their viewpoint, students also mentioned ways Baker can fix this problem.
I think personally we need a new facility. It's kind of small, it's kind of old. I mean, especially with the school having so many athletes, I think we need a bigger facility.
Maybe have more funding towards the gym and the weight room facility. Maybe either expand it or have the teams practice at reasonable times so everybody can get in there.
For now, these students will continue filling the weight room in hopes of getting faster and stronger every day. Reporting for the Wildcat Watch, I'm Bailey Cabry.
Looks like that's all we have for you this week. From everyone here at Wildcat Watch, I'm Logan Bertel.